Hey guys, we're back with Ace Attorney. This is hopefully the last investigation episode. Hopefully. I go to Madam Two Spells now, meet Sholmes, and find out how she's relevant to this case. Here we are again. Afraid I haven't gotten used to this place yet. I wonder if the dialogue's different if you haven't visited. Hey, it's gotta be, right? I feel like to turn my heels and go straight home. Via the confectionery, of course. Yeah. Ah! What's the matter? Look, Mr. Naruhodo! Look at that waxwork! I wonder who it could be. Bet sure it wasn't there before. It's lifelike. Looks exactly like Mr. Sholmes down to the very last detail. No, it doesn't look that like him. Aha! What is it? Oh, what if this one is actually a waxwork? She just finished it. I think you'll find the temporary waxwork himself. Ah, the friend of my dedicated employee. Ah, yes. Hello again. It's Yunosuke Naruhodo. I love you. Must say, I'm quite spellbound by the great detective. No! He's a marvel. NTR. My precious waxwork is already back where it belongs. You don't mean... But yes, the mystery is solved already. Oh, okay. Wow. Mr. Sholmes can really engage his brain when he's hungry enough. So as you can see, he's returned to his habitual duties. Yes. His habitual duties? Aloys? Do not disturb, huh? She's adorable. Where's Susato? She looks very perplexed. Has she not realized it's actually Sholmes? Oh no, sorry, exam. Hold on, is she over here? Well, can we examine? Heavy curtains in the middle. But if he's on the other side, it's gonna be terrifying. I want to see what the professor looks like. Okay, we can't sneak back there. Let's just drive him just a little. We really do need to speak with him. I'm longing to say hello. But where is he? Okay. Okay. Think you might find quite nearby, actually. Oh! What do you... Where'd it go? Indeed, my dear fellows! It is I. The world famous great detective in waxwork, Sherlock Sholmes! Susato's dead. Oh, gee. Susato-san! Susato-san! Rest in peace. My most humble apologies. I thought I'd died and gone to eternal paradise for a moment. Via London. My dear madam. Allow me to make amends by offering you a tasty free deduction at some point. As long as it's not of questionable street food quality. Okay. I don't understand. Why are you working as a waxwork here, Mr. Sholmes? My phone. I have it on me. Hope I don't get like a phone call. Merely a secret identity, you understand? Though the case is largely solved now. Largely solved? We're talking about the waxwork abduction, I assume. Indeed we are, my good fellow. As I predicted, it was as easy as proverbial pie. But confess, we had to partake of a pie, proverbial or otherwise. Or any food so far as today, for that matter. I thought he was saying he's never had a pie in his life. I was like, what the heck? Poor guy. Stomach grumble echoed around the whole museum. How do you manage to solve it so quickly? Oh, well, you remember I said it was largely solved. Anyway, I simply negotiated with the culprit. Are you familiar with the so-called telephone? Why did he haggle down the price? The most modern invention, allowing you to hold a conversation with people far away. Japan, only the imperial capital, and a handful of other cities are connected as yet. This morning, a telephone call was received here from the perpetrator of the abduction. As such, I was able to negotiate terms, and in the end, the waxwork was returned. It's amazing! Just between you and I, it would appear the culprit has always intended to return the stolen waxwork in any event. Oh, but whoever responsible demanded a ransom, no? Yes, I think perhaps the ransom demand was necessary to avoid unwanted suspicion regarding the true motive. But does that not mean your negotiating was entirely unnecessary? Master Negotiator Sholmes wins again. A fact that I must ask you keep from Madam Test spells at 2 spells at all costs. A hungry young Iris awaits my return to Baker Street. Oh, poor Iris. Now then, my sense that you have some business with this great waxwork. Knock Drubber. We're in the process of trying to track somebody down. Oh? The book! A man by the name of a Knock Drubber. He's the swindler who duped Professor Hairbrain, the engineer who built the kinesis machine. A swindler and an engineer? Quite the modern man. He also seemed to be a conjurer of sorts too. Considerable knowledge of stage magic. We really need to locate him before the trial resumes tomorrow morning. We have so few clues to go on, that's the trouble. Any ideas? I have no data yet. It's a capital mistake to have good ideas before one has data. If I knew something of the man's appearance at least, maybe in a better position to help. Except for his appearance. Fortunately for you, however, presently I have little to occupy myself and little to fill my stomach. As soon as you find any clue, no matter how small, I'll gladly give you my thoughts on it. Can I have anything to present? We don't have the card on us anymore. Oh no, we have the picture. Photographic print. Mr. Enoch, the face of the engineer we see. All Englishmen look broadly the same, of course. True. Looking at the photograph won't particularly instructive. Oh, serious, Sholmes! I'm scared. Don't look directly at the camera, please. Are you alright, Mr. Sholmes? Ah, yes, forgive me, as I'm having a flashback to case 4, which will be the flashback case where we learn everything. Very interesting in this. Very interesting indeed. What's wrong, Mr. Sholmes? You're quite pale all of a sudden, I think that's it. Is that the end of that? Hold on, wait. Hold on. Being quite pale all of a sudden. Okay, that's just the end of that. That's it. Is there no converse option? Weird. Okay. Mr. Sholmes, did you lie to us? My dear Naruhodo, stay the piercing stare. What is this about? Last winter, when we were first on our way to Britain aboard the steamship, your words are very clear. So then, let us unravel this mystery. Discover what events led to this curious murder. He told us that it was murder. You examined Kazuma-sama's body. Indeed! And wherein lies the problem? We met him earlier today. The victim, Kazuma Asoki. We're just straight up saying we met him? Like we're 100% in on it? You're quite sure? He was wearing some sort of mask, was apparently suffering from amnesia. But yes, I'm quite sure. It was Kazuma-sama. You must have had known at the time, Mr. Sholmes, that he wasn't actually dead. Whoops! I gotta share I swept up in the murderous atmosphere at the moment. The fellow wasn't dead at all? Priceless! I don't suppose that performance would pass muster. Would it, Mr. Naruhodo? Almost. I believe that the crewman present at the time made a mistake. I love how I have no idea where the serious Sholmes ends and where the funny one begins. I believe that they made a mistake, but not you, Mr. Sholmes. I'll now tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. It'll serve you well to remember that. Please, Mr. Sholmes. Tomorrow in court, you'll find yourself on the threshold of a very great mystery. For now, I'm afraid that is all I can say. Just tell us the truth! I have a suggestion, Mr. Naruhodo. Will you indulge me? Oh, well, what is it? As I explained to you when you arrived, the missing waxwork has been returned. I personally reinstalled it in the exhibit from which it was taken, behind those thick curtains. Oh, yes. Professor exhibit, isn't it? Would you like to see it? For a mere 5 shillings! It's a special one-time only price, you understand? Who gets the money? What? The opportunity won't come again, I might add. Wouldn't you like to see the fruits of my labor? Also, like, I don't have 5 shillings. I think I have 2, because 3 of it was pickpocketed. I do have a rather pressing investigation carry on. Perhaps we could postpone? The price is a very reasonable 5 shillings. I think you'll find it well worth it. Are you being quite serious, Mr. Sholmes? Surely you need only look at my expression to ascertain if this is seriousness or silliness. Yeah, I don't know where that... you never tell with you, that's the point. Very well, it couldn't hurt. Here's your 5 shillings. Gratefully received. So the special exhibit awaits behind the curtain. Oh, Susanoo has money! But you to peruse it at your leisure. Bye. Money's been spent, so let's go see the special exhibit. Heavy curtains at last. What's he look like? Come on! Oh. 5 shillings you better pay. Doesn't seem right somehow that Mr. Trump slipped the money into his own pocket. Yeah, I figured. So... we can ask Gina to retrieve it, using your special... Ooh, that's a good idea. Pickpocketing police officers and diddling detectives. That what makes Burden great? Mention demigod prosecute. What's with the word demigod? He's a Dracula. Gregson comes off rather well now, I think. Special exhibit. Oh, come on! Oh dear, a shiver going down my spine. Susanoo! So we turn on our heels and go straight home. You're a really big confectionery. Certainly can't do that. You paid 5 shillings already. But now that I'm looking a little more closely, we paid good money to see an exhibit that's clearly incomplete. The nerve of the great diddling detective. Why do they keep using the word diddling? It's far more terrifying than anything else in this place. Must be what Mr. Sholmes meant when he said the case was largely solved. Be that as it may, he heavily implied there'd be a clue about the engineer in here. But where? We paid 5 shillings? We'll do 5 shillings worth of investigation, shall we? Yes, we'll get what we paid for. Your frustration. Here. What's this guy's face? Is that a monocle or glasses? Part of the exhibit is just as disturbing as the rest. See a young man in a white overcoat. A large shovel in his hand, too. Let's get a little more detail. I'd like to get his face. Can't see his face very well. Can't just walk around. Perhaps if I just... Ooh! Think he could be manhandled? Oh, come on. Put it back exactly as it was, don't worry. That's totally him. Ah! What on earth? Don't believe it. Black monocle. Naruhodo. Is it possible that this man is... Yes. The October. The color of his hair is different, but it's unmistakably him. Indeed it is, Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes? This man? The subject of your present hunt, I believe. That's right. Who is this man? Why is he here on exhibit? Why does the convict behind him have no head? The head was missing when the model was returned by the thief who stole it. A surprise. The case isn't solved yet, is it? Did I not say so myself? Largely solved, are my words, I believe. Yeah, largely solved, sure. Let's locate the missing head. Toot to suit, the madam would say. Or I'll be in grave trouble. Grave trouble, because you'll be in one of the graves. Very hungry Irish still awaits my return to Baker Street. Preferably with rations. Ah! You know, though, something about this room is strange. Strange? What do you mean? Well, the displays in the House of Horrors are supposed to depict real events, are they not? Indeed they are, Mr. Zato. Do go on. It's Frankenstein, don't worry about it. Terrifying as they are, the scenes in the other exhibits are believable. This one, this surely couldn't have ever happened, could it? Do they just number graves like that? What is... I think it's time I educated you a little. But the nature of the incidents involving the professor 10 years ago. Well, wait, did the number 139 come up before? I remember saying out loud, oh yeah, it's 13 times 13. Is that in a different series though? I don't remember the context at all. I just remember 13 times 13, I'm smart. Look at me, I know 13 times 13. Nobody knows anything past 12 times 12, obviously. I believe I told you a little bit about the professor yesterday, did I not? He's the lives of 5 victims, everyone being either a member of aristocracy or royalty. All were attacked by the enormous hunting hound. Oh, that's the hound of the Baskervilles. Their throats ripped out from their bodies. Enormous hound? How awful. After taking the life of his 5th victim, the killer was apprehended. A case of unprecedented magnitude in Britain. And, accordingly, the professor is tried in a closed court. No members of the public were permitted. Closed court? And the professor's identity? As you've surmised, my dear fellow, his identity was never made public. Naturally, he was found guilty, summarily sentenced to death by hanging. They get their grant money, though. He's buried in a grave at Lowgate Cemetery, which adjoins the rear of the prison he'd been held. However, that was not the end of the affair. Oh! The very night he was buried, the convicted man came back to life. Came back to life? Clawed his way out of the ground and emerged into the moonlit graveyard. Exhibit here depicts that very scene, as described by the sole witness to those chilling events. The witness? But of course, my dear fellow, none other than the young man in the white overcoat, Doc Trevor. Saw it happen? That's fishy. Young witness. This waxwork model of Doc Trevor. 10 years ago, convicted professor, having been gibbeted and buried, is that a word? Gibbeted? Emerged from his grave in the dead of night. The sole witness to the unimaginable scene is this young man. From appearances, I'd say he was about 20 years old. I mean, well, you know how old he was. Oh, people. 25, okay. So horrifying. Scared out of his wits, the young Trevor ran to a nearby police station to report the incident. The sheer terror of what he had said is seen is said to have turned his hair white overnight. Shown in the photograph, his hair is completely white. For the following few days, the story of what he'd seen was on every front page of the Capitol. The public was frantic for every last detail about the killer who'd come back to life. As you've seen, an exhibit was even created here at Madame Two-Spell. I might understand why the man's hair turned white, certainly. What I don't understand, what Mr. Trevor was doing in the first place. This all has to be like some kind of scam, right? He's a magician. In a lonely graveyard in the middle of the night. What was he up to? Following the execution. The professor's act of terror threw London's upper classes into complete panic. A great scandal, one might say. Highest levels of society. Since the killer's identity was never made public, rumors abounded. While no killers ever systematically employed a dog as a weapon of murder. Come on, that can't be true. I guess systematically is the key word there. Imagine the impact the case must have. In time, of course, the rumors abated. So too to talk of the shocking witness account of the convict who came back to life. It was forgotten, dismissed as a dubious ghost story, a preposterous parlor tale. But why did people stop believing it? Why? Simply because there's no resurrection to speak of. This was established in fact. What do you mean by no resurrection? The police investigated the grave and published their findings. The convict's body was found to be buried exactly where it had been following the execution. No! That would mean Mr. Trevor must have lied to the police. Or he saw something else. That appeared to be the only logical explanation yet. Like, what if there's like a body switch? The young man subsequently vanished from society. Nothing has been heard of him since. Like, what if the police investigating it didn't know what his face looked like, so they just saw the dead body? It's like, yep, that's him. So is this setting up Dr. Scythe to be the main antagonist? It's like she's the coroner. Rather striking then that he should resurface now. What do you think? Of course, the convicted murderer couldn't really have come back to life. Not possible. Remember's hair is unusually white? That really did happen overnight as shock. Hard to believe the incident was an out-and-out lie. What, do we have to examine some stuff, or...? Must be the killer! The friend known as the professor. Killed 5 victims. Looking so lifelike. All the models in this place. They're moving at any moment, only to have a head. Oh. What else is there to examine? Can't move the screen. This is the condemned man. So-called professor. Perhaps? That was chopped up by the guillotine! Able to find PC immersion prescribed as a headless ghost. There's a quest for that. After entertain such terrifying ideas, Miss Susato, you get like 1,000 prayer XP or something. I'm sure the model had a head once. The metal fitting for it, see? Has Mr. Sholmes absent-mindedly forgot to reattach it? An extremely absent-minded detective you're describing, isn't it? Or perhaps, he's absent-mindedly forgot to include the head when he or she returned to the museum? Be an extremely absent-minded thief. Could there been some reason why only the head wasn't returned? Whatever the reason. Means we don't know what the face of the infamous professor looked like. Oh. From the cat just inside the convict's jacket here. It's like a piece of broken glass. And a big piece too. Very thick, isn't it? 5 times thicker than the normal window glazing, I'd say. Where could such a thick piece of glass have come from? Where's the crystal tower? Must have been made thick to increase its strength? But why? Perhaps? Glass had to span a particularly wide area, such as in the big building, for example. We did a large glass building recently, haven't we? Some of the glass was broken, too. You don't mean... I love how fast he puts that together. Crystal Tower. How would glass from the Crystal Tower be launched inside the Waxworks jacket? Makes you think, doesn't it? We won't put that together for like 2 more hours, but... Earlier in court, we established that the kinesis experiment was a trick. Now we discovered this fragment of glass here in this waxwork. Just a coincidence? More? 139? Oh, P8? They usually like back me out automatically if that was it. Is that really it? Tree, land? Gravestone? Is there really nothing? The gap? No. Leaves? Okay. Can we? Is there more to examine with him? This is disturbing as their grass. Oh, come on, let's yeah, okay. So I assume we're supposed to examine stuff beside, like the camera, for example. What's this here? The lens in the middle, so I believe it's from the camera. A camera! It's so small! British technology is incredible, isn't it? Anyway, why would the man be in a graveyard with a camera? Perhaps he's trying to capture the moment of dead body. So what, are you trying to take a picture of him so everyone will know what he looked like? Let's borrow this for a little while, I think. Oh, we can look at what... Well, it's not like she had the... It's not like it's the actual camera that was there, right? Just a replica of it. Lamp? How did they keep the fire going that long? Lamp, lantern... Yeah, who cares? Shovel? What a large shovel. He's holding it rather ominously, isn't he? What on earth was he doing with a shovel in a graveyard in the middle of the night? Yes, that's a spade. Oh my god, shut up. That's a shovel. Are we doing this? No, shovel wasn't for digging. That's for scooping. Did they do this in the first game? About shovels and spades? It's for scooping up loose material. It's a spade. But do this, Mr. Naruhodo. It's a shovel. No. Although, we haven't considered trowels. Trowels don't have like that long of a handle. You allowed yourself to be distracted, I feel. Perhaps we should concentrate on what the man was doing with the implement. Gonna bury the hatchet? Bury the spade. You're right, though. What's the man doing in the graveyard in the first place? I mean, really, aren't shovels just axes for dirt? Do we present to Holmes? Oh, are we done? Okay, we're done. Ah! Alright, Gina. What the bleeding Nora? Oh no? What have you gone and done? Gina, what are you doing here? I asked Iris and she said it's where you'd be, so... Gina! Oh. Not so loud in the museum. Madam Two Spells will have you take a position as a waxwork if you're not careful. There might be a more pressing concern. I got some flesh powder from 6 months ago, so... Gina, we understand! Please, put down the gun! How much ammo did Iris give her? Sorry, I got scared. Try being the one on the other end of the barrel. What brings you here, Gina? What brings me here? What do you think? We found it! Found the Dajikov's workshop. What? You found Jeffers' workshop? Love you, Toby. You're a good boy. Toby's nose took me straight there. Boss and the others are heading over there now to drag, so come on. Here's the address. I got the boss to write it down. Thank you, Gina. Make our way there at once. Alright then, see you there. Oh. You go. Don't mind me. I'll just stay here. Being still. What? Oh, I know my place. In the exhibit over there. Where'd his eyes go? Someone's feeling sorry for himself. Let's go, Mr. Sholmes! Your words harden me, I must say. If I were to shirk my duties here, Madam would have me pay monetary. Forget that! I'll pay for everything! Then there's not a moment to lose, my dear fellow. Shall heal a carriage at once. I'll offer to share the cost for Mr. Sholmes, then. I'll gladly pay half, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you, Mrs. Otto. Right, let's go. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of this video, but I'm going to cut it real quick. Okay, I'm back. Jeffers' workshop. Wait, did we get have a time? No. Looks like... Oh, it's another super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I just saw it and I was like, oh yeah, that looks like something that belongs in a workshop. Indeed, it would appear so. Only a prototype, naturally. Ah, so you got here then? What's that red? Oh, bolts for the crossbow. Oh, well done finding this place. It says little time. You really worked miracles. Shelby here, who's the miracle worker. Oof! What's wrong with him? Thought you lot would show up before long. Hello, Inspector. One knitted brow. Brock? Looks like he's eating a lemon, not a bag of fish and chips. Oh, Inspector? Is there any sign of the engineer? What is it? Is it like the smell? Sadly not. We didn't find a soul in here. Oh, what a shame. Well, thank you for letting us know about this place, giving us a chance to investigate. According to what Gina tells me, we only found it thanks to a clue that you lot turned up. Wouldn't want to say, go to Paris with a debt of gratitude unpaid, would I? Thank you. Anyway, we're hoping to stoop around in here and get cracking. Lord Van Zeeks and the forensic team are on their way here as we speak. Them again. Ed, you do got the picture, man. They don't take too kindly to lawyer time. Great. So then, my dear fellow, let's turn this place upside down whilst we have the chance. And you, Sholmes. Pardon? They take even less kindly to great detectives than they do lawyers. Very droll, Gregson. Very droll. You may consider me nothing more than an inconspicuous waxwork model. Right then. See what we can find in here. Bolts. This is European style quiver of arrows. Is it really just arrows? Like, well, oh, okay, with steel bolts inside. Oh, do you suppose? Crossbow bolts, these. Just the right size for the bow you lot turned up on the exhibit. I actually don't know the difference between bolts and arrows. I'm gonna guess it's maybe the length of them and like the what do you call that? The fletching? In other words. Yep, it's more evidence to support your theory. It all goes to show that Jabber was the one pulling the strings behind the scenes of this whole scam. Pardon my French. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Not part of my French. Hey, I mean, you know, maybe I was speaking French there, you don't know. The door might take us to a different area. Sorry, but this machine is... Oh, dang it. serious repercussions if you were to examine it. Those two don't seem to be holding back. Quite hollow inside. No working parts or devices of deception to be seen, my dear fellow. Although, you know, having other people examine it for us could cover us. Like, we could use what they said in court, but we didn't do anything, so it's fine if we say it. No loose change dropped on the floor, nothing. I mean, I guess this one would be covered by it, right? Since this is Trevor's. Not even a bone for Toby here, my dear fellow. British people are very much ruled by their own ideals, aren't they? I think that's just these two. Maybe this is the machine that, like, Hairbrain saw, since, like, he would have seen the machine being worked on, right? And if he saw, hey, what's this trap door for? You know, that would have been suspicious. Because this one just has a solid floor. Trophy is evidence. Impressive looking back massage, dude, that's for sure. No doubt that if you hit your shoulders a few times with that, your aches and pains would soon go away. The Royal Society Trophy for excellence in science. A young scientist could wish for no higher honor. What do you like a massage? No, I'm fine, thank you. No idea it's such a grand thing. I think it's becoming increasingly clear that there's much more to this Mr. Anak Jabber than conjuring tricks. Couldn't agree more, my dear madam. How about you, Mr. Naruhodo? Wouldn't you like to take it with you? For your tired shoulders, of course. Not gonna let that go, is he? Curious though, isn't it? You would expect such an important trophy to be proudly on display somewhere, not haphazardly cast aside. English gentlemen can be quite a mystery. Let's... Did we examine that? Oh yeah, we never looked at the camera, did we? Let me see what... Cover came out. You have to change the plate with a new photograph you want to take. Something wrong? No plate! It's been removed. What a pity. I suppose if you think about it, it wouldn't be the actual camera. Just like the waxwork isn't an actual person. We never found a photographic print of the executed convict coming back to life anyway. Yes, you're quite right. What is that? Is that going to be updated? No, okay. Skim through this real quick. A wonderful machine. Irresistible. Yeah. He takes apart pocket watches. Trophy. Okay, I was really expecting something on the underneath. The little metal plaque. Fostering burgeoning talent for the future of scientific discovery. Rather ironic, doesn't it? Clearly, Mr. Jebber really was a very talented scientist. Really? Nothing? Really? Really? That's it? I thought for sure it'd be like a secret, like, machine or something, or like a lever and you pull it and like a bookcase opens. Ladder? This was the case with a step ladder joke, wasn't it? I think there's an achievement for it. Now, how do I look up? H. Why H? That kind of looks like a door. Anything besides the beamer? Oh, we... Not even a point to looking up, is there? Plane? What on earth is this? Aeroplane! Oh, right. Planes haven't been invented yet. What is that, like 1912? 1906? When did the Wright brothers do their things? When did Wright brothers first fly? 1903. Okay, so just a few years after this. I know it was sometime before World War I. Oh, nothing new with Greg said. Okay, so just the door. Door. Doesn't want to open. It looks like it's got a pretty empty lock on it. The specialist locksmith on his way over from the yard. Hands off till he gets here. With permission, Inspector. I can have that lock open in less than a minute. Don't have permission. No one's giving it to you. Gregson looks as though he enjoyed that. Oh, there's no sign of anybody on the other side. Trevor must have fled at the first sign of danger. Oh. Oh, yeah. Something wrong, Mrs. Autumn? Oh, I thought I heard a noise. The far side of that door. Well, Gina, did you hear it too? Yeah, I heard it and all. What do you reckon, Toby? Toby heard it too. Chief Inspector Toby heard it. We have permission. Right, mind the grease. Whoever's in there, open up. This is Scotland Yard. Great job scaring them away. Weak? Oh my, someone is in there. Ah, there's your own bleeding luck. My dear Gregson, as I said only minutes ago, if only I were, how do you say that, countenanced? I can unlock that door in less than a minute. Fine, take the rap for it. Just get us through that blasted door. Oh, click. Less than a second. May enter at will. Use minutes for seconds, I think that's what I said, Yunosuke. Time is of the essence, I feel. What are we waiting for? Nothing for it, I suppose. This is an emergency. Strong possibility that beyond that door, the engineer you all seek. Be prepared for action, my dear fellow. Yes! Is that a bomb? Please. You don't put a watch on dynamite to keep the time. Why is everything upside down? Rats! There ain't no one in here after all. It must be. It's only moments ago that we heard those noises. Maybe that's the sound of Trevor running away. There's only one door into this room. No windows like behind the bookcase! I can afford to escape route. Skylights are too high. Oh yeah, he was walking up there. The footprints on the ceiling? Blow me. What do we have here then? Is that a saying? Can I get confirmation that's an actual British saying? Looks like someone was trying to burn something in a hurry. It's like a set of blueprints. For what? To that Professor Hairbrain's borrowing machine, is it? Blimey! We had these, there'd have been no need to muck about trying to investigate all that scrap metal. Something of great interest here too. This rope was lying on the floor at the foot of that pillar. Rope? Significant about that. Never mind. You see, but you do not observe, Mr. Naruhodo. Must investigate the entire room thoroughly before the forensic investigation team arrives. I can't. Totally, the bookcase. Bookcase. Can't examine the bookcase. Safe. Very large safe. I suppose even Mr. Sholmes could open that lock. If you're a thief, you could just steal the entire thing, I suppose. What did the floor? Oh. Then you just steal the floor as well. Okay. We would agree that whatever is inside must be very important. Oh, we just pull this lamp. Mr. Sholmes, have you found something? Ah, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, in point of fact, something rather fascinating. What do you make of this? Never seen anything like it. Ah! Susanoo, what's the matter? Wait, do they not recognize dynamite? Like, have they never seen a cartoon before or something? Really, that's a time bomb, isn't it? What? Did he say? Time bomb? I mean, it's red. Everyone knows red candles are dynamite. Sorry, but what is a time bomb exactly? Eh. You truly are one of a kind, Mr. Naruhodo. Take that as a compliment. Huh, you don't know nothing, do you, Odo? I haven't got a clue what it is either, have you, Gina? Might you to consult a dictionary later, Mr. Naruhodo. This particular specimen is no time bomb. That confessed it has a very similar appearance. Oh, thank goodness. What is it? See, so that's it. Goodness, Mr. Sholmes! Have you seen to the heart of the matter? There are times when I consider my lot most unfair. For I'm afraid I'd never to know how it feels to flounder as you do when a puzzle presents itself. Of course, yeah. But I've learned to accept the hardships that come with being a great detective, Mr. Here we go! Really great deduction coming. Once again, I can draw two conclusions from the scene before us. First, that the inverted nature of the furniture in this room is the work of Drebber himself. But how could you... The second conclusion, that the small device on the floor there is without question completely genuine. Please, Mr. Sholmes, must explain everything. Be a pleasure. So what, was he hoping to explode the room and everything being upside down will confuse everyone as to where everything was? After all, it's a great detective's civic duty to teach Scotland Yard the finer points of the truth. Why is he like this? Seems delighted with the idea. He deflected the inspector's glare with such fortitude. Well done. You're too kind, my dear madam. Hereby dedicate this great deduction to you. He did say she earned one. Kindly stand just there, Miss Susato. How about you stand away from the bomb? I'd be delighted. So, shall we begin? Once again, Sherlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Okay, geez, this is going to go on for quite a bit, isn't it? Great deduction. Game is afoot. Flipped furniture. I can't think of why the footprints are on the ceiling. Plain to say that the room is in complete disarray. The bed, the table, the chairs, the lamp, everything is upside down. Most of every item in the room had, until recently, been happily positioned on the ceiling, before falling straight down onto the floor. Every item in the room was on the ceiling. Are you suggesting that? Indeed, the key here is gravity. We pray that technology has at last succeeded in freeing us from the great pull of the earth. Wow, that's cool. But the gravity in this room was reversed, then suddenly restored to normality. Goodness. The inverted furniture clearly reveals the truth about the part gravity played in the whole business. Quite understand your skepticism, Mr. Sato. I too was incredulous. However, my conviction in my analysis was cemented when I observed this. An anti-gravity device! Almost identical to the one that featured in a dream of mine only the other day, in fact. But then why does it have a clock on it? Most relevant question indeed. That is a timing device that controls when the gravity direction will switch. There's a clear requirement for the engineer to be able to restore normal gravity automatically. The commotion we heard earlier from the other side of the door was the moment the restoration occurred. The reason why everything in here has been turned upside down is because the anti-gravity device. That makes sense to me. Do they have a portable device too? See, we need to look no further to explain the state in which we now find this room. I will never not make a Chaos Child reference in the Ace Attorney videos, even though nobody will get them. The direction in which the gravity acts here was reversed by Mr. Drebber, before being restored to normality in an automatic fashion sometime later by the timer. Witness precisely the scene in a dream I once had when I fell out of bed. You had the dream after you fell out of bed, or like while you were falling out of bed? That's a fast dream. Missing engineer. You can just go out the window. Let's consider the next conundrum. What was our engineer friend's aim? Indubitably, the greatest clue we have to explain his actions is above our head. How is it possible there are footprints all the way up there? Question whose answer will lead us neatly to the truth, my oh. Is the nearby skylight, where Drebber's aim was singular, to escape. However, there's but one way into this room, excepting the skylight. That I mean, we haven't really investigated thoroughly to know that. The bookcase, pull the trophy in the other room. By inverting the gravity in here, Drebber was able to fall conveniently to the ceiling, like his escape via the otherwise inaccessible skylight. The ceiling in here is very high, Mr. Sholmes. The gravity reversal was sudden. Wouldn't he have fallen up on the ceiling rather than violently? Rather violently. Falling up is both scientifically and philosophically a rather interesting concept. The man was cornered with nowhere to run, so escape through the skylight was his only option. You might recall that I found this in the room, which I believe offers a solution. The rope! To reach the intended destination, what better tool than this rope? By anchoring one end to the wall, the man was able to lower himself safely to the ceiling. Which explains how Drebber was able to escape this room before our arrival. Al Sholmes, you're so smart. He reversed the pull of gravity and fled via the skylight. Personally, I should very much like to reverse the pull of gravity again now. Just for fun! So, like, is this just Sholmes having fun messing with us, or does he actually believe this? It's impossible to tell. This concludes Sherlock Sholmes' great deduction of this topsy-turvy puzzle. Everyone's going dot. Oh, Gina just doesn't care. She's having fun with Toby. She's completely spellbound. Mr. Sholmes, just one tiny little thing that troubles me. Expect nothing less. You're destined to be troubled by just one thing for the rest of your life. Thing is such a thing actually possible? I would say that with man's current scientific knowledge at the turn of the 20th century, it's no more possible than instantaneous kinesis. Your whole deduction hinges on it. Ah, my dear fellow. When you have eliminated the impossible, don't quote Sherlock Holmes to me, Sherlock Holmes. Once you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. Don't quote Ace Attorney 3 to me, however improbable it may seem. The marvelous line, wouldn't you agree? One of my more enduring pearls of wisdom. And I just come up with the exact phrasing. My original was clumsy. Yes, I have a feeling I read it on something that Susato let me know. Wait, has your Yonosuke read the Sherlock Holmes books? There is one more thing. Oh, the spell's broken. The rope you found was on the floor, wasn't it? Indeed it was! Lonely coils near the wall. If Mr. Jebber had used it to escape in the way you described, wouldn't it still be tied to the wall? Laughing? Oh, no. Mysteries inevitably unravel in the end. I think you'll find 2 ropes. As evidence of such, you need only look at the mystery we faced in this room, now skillfully unraveled. Sir clears the coil of ropes. I think perhaps we might need to give him a little hand. Let's do it quickly before he gets too far away. If you're ready, then let us resume. Sherlock Holmes' logic and reasoning spectacular. Course correction. His gravity was reversed. Fun to see this room is in complete disarray. Yeah, okay. I always forget we've already read this. What's the first thing? Reversing gravity or the anti-gravity device? Inverted furniture, here we go. If gravity could have revert. Man himself admitted it was a scientific impossibility, so completely discount the idea. Yeah. Examining this topsy-turvy scene a little more closely. The safe's got to do something. I was kind of looking for like a mark on the ground where like something would have been. Let's see if we can like look under this or something. Upside down. Think a mini whirlwind could have passed through? I wonder if he was looking for something or if he intentionally made it like that. Well, with the footsteps on the ceiling, it had to be intentional, right? I don't know what I'm looking for. Safe? That's still bolted to the floor. It's conspicuously the right way up. Chill. More closely at the feet. So is that it? Because, well, that doesn't really prove anything. It's the only other thing I can find. Oh, wallpaper? Wallpaper's kind of torn there. If I can't find anything in the next couple seconds, I'll go with the safe. Lamp? The lamp? Yeah, okay, get the safe! Yeah, I didn't think so. Because yeah, even if gravity was reversed, the safe would still be on the ceiling, which is fine. Or like, you get it. Oh, I should have read that. What'd you say? It's scientifically impossible. Perhaps we could prove it didn't occur. But we're trying to prove it wrong. I mean, I guess this wardrobe is the right way up, isn't it? Oh no, those are the feet. Never mind. Did he do that by himself? The bookcase? Bookcase? No. Books? Well, how do you prove the bookcase? Well, I guess you look at the names of the books. So do you think he wanted to turn every single book upside down by himself? The stove. I think this is bolted. I think all the furniture shares the same examine, doesn't it? I don't know what I'm looking for. What breaks gravity theory? Upright base? Oh. Look at that. So would have broken.
Take that!
Okay, sure. The upright base clearly reveals the truth about the part gravity played. But my word, you've surpassed yourself by completely turning my argument on its head. Like you reversed the gravity of my argument. Trying to impress your assistant here, perhaps? I was trying to steal your spotlight here. I mean, she has the spot. She did. Trust me. As you rightly say, though it appears at first glance all the furniture in the room is upside down. This unassuming slender vase is standing keenly to attention. Unlike the large safe, there's nothing affixed to get to the floor. And it's the exception that breaks the rule. Quite much as it pains me. The gravity in this room was never inverted at all, and that just ends the whole thing. That's it. Deepest sympathies for you. Poor Sholmes. But the show must go on, so let us continue with our deductions. Now that we know this contrivance is not in fact an anti-gravity device, there remains but one other possibility. You don't say. Someone deliberately turned over every piece of furniture in here. Might sound obvious, but leaves one mystery very much unsolved. Namely, why would anyone choose to do that? Wait! Actually, there is an explanation. The reason why everything in here has been turned upside down is because the anti-gravity device determined this device has something to do with it. Well, there's no doubt that somebody did this. However, it once had to have a reason. Let's look around and see if the answer presents itself. Their combo. 432582. What do those numbers mean? Maybe if you turn them upside down, it spells the killer's name. Safe 432582. Not gonna make me remember that. And a secure lockbox table, I think. Wait, actually, 2 is S. 8? Okay, 8 doesn't really translate to it. Or is 2 S or Z? Right, that's B. S, B. Zbuzza. E, H. Zbuzza, E, H. That's. I don't think that spells anything. The large safe on the other side of the room. So you mean this number let us open it? No, I doubt it. I doubt it. Whole burning heater? Wait, is that? We're not doing that right now? That's just they just put it in there for funsies? Like I can't get to the safe. Like, this is as far as I can go. I guess. Oh, they turned everything down looking for the safe combo. Duh. The reason why everything has been turned upside down is because of the safe combination. Precisely! How did no one see that? Everyone would have seen that walking in if this weren't a visual novel with a static background. You had a very similar experience once, did you not? Last year? Bought a lottery ticket and noticed the ticket number down on the inside cover of a book just in case. What was this? That's it! The people who are forgetful souls at heart always make a written note of important information. Keeping the ticket itself safe would be more sensible, I think. What, pray, happened next to Mr. Naruhodo? Did Chum steal the ticket? The day of the draw came around, regarding which book I drew the number in, I turned my room upside down to find it. That's it! The people who are forgetful souls at heart always forget where they've noted things down. Having the number, like, you'd have to have the physical ticket, wouldn't you? None of you always note things in the same place. Actually won the second prize, you know? Couldn't remember which magazine I slipped the ticket into, so I had to turn my room upside. Thank you, Mr. Naruhodo. I believe I've proved my point now. Which is that a very similar scenario is clearly unfolded in this room. He needed access to the safe, so he needed the code. However, he written it down on a piece of furniture, but forgot which. Wouldn't you start with the lighter objects rather than the wardrobes and the beds? Yes, Mr. Jumper overturned all the furniture in here. Desperate hurry to locate the combo code that would unlock the safe. I guess you can't really say combo for combination. I'm trying to shorten everything. Like, there's a lot of lines where, like, you know, it's just, you know, text for text's sake, you know? Let's consider the next conundrum. Where is he? Footsteps on the... Okay, I don't know how those got there. Is there something feet-like in the sky? Halcyon days? Why are we talking about halcyon days? Putting faith in Mr. Sholmes? Why is there a shoe up there?
Take that!
The reason there are footprints is because of a nearby shoe. How did it even do that? Clearly footprints all over the balloon as well. How did that happen? In other words, the aim was never the sky at all, but the balloon. Were they just tossing the shoe up there, trying to get it up? For what purpose? Green balloon. That seems like somewhat familiar data. Oh, they're testing it? Ah! Here's a balloon of a green balloon's envelope that Mr. Naruhodo and Iris found in the scene. Or maybe he just likes the color green. Decided the incident occurred was, yeah, you know, the body. I mean to say, we assume the balloon in here is a model of the one. It's a strong possibility something may be concealed inside it. Like a shoe magnet. Something our absconder was desperate to retrieve before making a hasty getaway. Oh, that makes sense. And the shoe got stuck up there. Balloon's out of reach. That's why he resulted to a projectile. Namely, the shoe. Ah! Most probably, Jumper intended to tear a hole in the envelope by assailing it with the shoe. However, his efforts were thwarted when the shoe itself became a prisoner of those lofty heights. Oh dear. Desperately need to examine that balloon. Only there's some way we could see inside. I recall that I found this in the room earlier, which I believe offers a solution. We lasso it down. I better told them this rope. Sholmes has managed to bring the deduction back to the rope. I admit that was clever. Just throw the rope up at the balloon and pull it down. Much easier said than done. There's some of the cowboy energy. It takes us a very long time. True. We need a more surefire method. We already have one, of course, don't we? Crossbow?
Take that!
Should we really be damaging evidence before the forensic team gets here? To reach the intended destination, what better tool than this crossbow? Was found at the scene, in fact. All likelihood belongs to Mr. Jumper. Bennett only brought it away with him that day. Could have avoided losing a shoe at such a critical time. Wait, that's a Baskerville reference. That's gotta be. But you're reading a third of the book helped. I got the reference, everyone. In Hound of the Baskerville. I don't know the reason why yet, but for basically this guy is moving into this haunted mansion, right? And staying in a hotel before he moves in. While at the hotel, one of his shoes went missing. So what the heck? And then later that day, another one went missing. But then he found him, I think. That's how it went. What is it that Enoch Jumper has hidden inside that balloon? I want to know what's in the safe. Oh, is that supposed to be the head? What? A waxwork? Indeed it is. A waxwork head inside a metal mask. That's that is shut tight and fastened with a strong and quite impenetrable lock. Come on! You could lockpick it in 10 seconds. Can't see the face inside that means. Just a moment. The head of a waxwork model? Does that mean... Oh goodness. I see you've joined the dots, Mr. Sato. Excellent. Of course, the headless waxwork model. Case of the abducted Madame Two Spells model, though you largely solved. Only the head of the killer that was still missing. Indeed it was. I believe Madame Two Spells will have to settle her sizable account. Okay? This, as you have surmised, is the head of the infamous professor. Why is it here? This conclusively confirms my suspicions. The man responsible for stealing the professor from Madame Two Spells Returning it, Sun's pet, Dan's Undertale, earlier today, was none other than a Dr. Drebber. Incredible. Professor Harebrand's case and the waxwork abduction they're inextricably linked. Who would have thought? By a Dr. Drebber's workshop. We're really not going to open it till like the final 10 minutes of the case. So who is the professor? Is it Odie Asman? Oh, it was 10 years ago. But you think it's like, it's Clint? Who could it be? Why would it be him though? I mean, we know like nothing about him. So. All that remains is, well, I mean, if it was Clint, people would see the waxwork model and be like, "Oh, that's Clint." It's got to be someone, you know, relatively unknown. Speak with the architect of this adventure. The architect? You mean Mr. Drebber? It seems quite impossible you escape beyond the skylights. Obviously, the man must still be here in the room, or behind the bookcase due to the secret escape route. The location should be abundantly clear. We simply reflect on the journey we've made together during this deduction. Somewhere in this room? Will you do the honors? Of course. Drebber's hiding place must be behind the bookcase. Is he the secret passage behind the safe, or is he literally just in the safe?
Take that!
That doesn't look big enough to fit a person in. Before we gain access to this back room, we heard noises from in here. Tells us the engineer is still here at this point. He was in fact searching for the combination to his safe. Pressed for time, made no attempt to right the furniture that he overturned in the process. From what we can do, so that his search for the combination happened very recently. Somewhere, Mr. Enoch Drebber is at this very moment inside the safe. This concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this topsy-turvy puzzle. Watch him be in there and he's dead, like in what case was it? 3-2? That had a dead guy inside a safe, didn't it? Kind of a similar premise, actually, if they do that. Like, the first half of the case starts like in a, like the first trial is completely different from the second trial. Because like the first day trial was completely about setting up the like about the machine pretty much. Well, you know, 3-2 it's about just the theft. So, Mr. Naruhodo, I think perhaps it's time we ended this game of hide and seek, don't you? By opening the safe, you mean? What else? Combination was 432582. I knew that. Alright, here goes. And Kazuma's inside the safe. Hello. He has the Infinity Gauntlet. You found me. Hello. You okay? Creepy. Oh, dude, he's good at dancing. Ooh. Yeah. Good song. Great then, sir. Mr. Enoch Drebber, I presume. Correct. Better start talking. You tricked Professor Harebrand with that bogus machine you built. And you shall have to explain the theft of the waxwork from Madame Two Spells as well. Also, I'd be delighted to answer your many questions. This guy is such an Ace Attorney character. Personally, I'd advise that you deactivate my little parcel first. Deactivate? Parcel? Forever, of course. The time bomb. I left it in the most prominent position. Ah! Chum said it wasn't ignited. Ha ha ha. I see. Done silence. Oh, that was a creepy grin. You're all gearing up to die with me then. No! Mr. Sholmes, only 7 seconds to spare. Too close for comfort. Got 1 foot in the grave already. Trying to help us get a killer or get us killed. Mr. Sholmes' deductions can be completely life-altering, can't they? Well, my dear fellows, that's a close shave. The resemblance to an anti-gravity device really is quite startling, I must say. Anti-gravity devices don't exist! Woo! Want to push it, Mr. Yeah. Hello. What happened here? You found me, haven't you? Don't need to screw me down any further. Everything in here is precisely what it seems. Could you hear us the whole time? We're giving a thorough going over. Don't you worry, Trevor. What fails to click with me, how you're able to locate my workshop. That I was not expecting. When I heard whistling from the other room, I knew it was time to bolt. Bolt, yeah. Whistling? Ah, that would have been me. Wait, what, he was giving him the run code? They like arranged this ahead of time? For some reason, woke up in a fine fettle today. Because I can completely believe why Mr. Sherlock Holmes is actually the mastermind behind everything. Like, look at that man's face. He could have done it. No word. Tightly squeezed chips. Clearly I must have a screw loose though, so I couldn't remember the combination for the safe. Another one loose, so I couldn't remember on which piece of furniture I'd written it down. Also found a rope over by the wall. Yes, I'd hoped to exit through the skylight. Sadly, the rope was too short. So I then set about searching for the combination code to open the safe. Burning the incriminating blueprints, don't forget. Incredibly though, we failed to retrieve the head from the balloon among the raptors. After that, you hid yourself inside the safe. Having first set this parcel ticking. Well, no intention of being nailed by the police. Time bomb. Get a death wish, have you? And right beside the ticking time bomb. Please. Why do you suppose I chose to hide inside the safe? How are you gonna get out? No ordinary safe, specially designed. Dynamite explosion wouldn't leave a scratch on it. So in fact, the safe was the only safe place. Shut up. Precisely. Once you climbed inside, you wouldn't have been able to get out again. I invite you to look more closely. Safe is fitted with a handle on the inside, allowing the door to be unlocked from within. So it is. Okay. I always intended to blow this place to smithers in any case. I just wasn't expecting uninvited guests to come along and screw up my plans. You mean to say you're planning to blow us all up? No, that was unforeseen. He's gonna blow it up when no one was here, but you know, forced his hand. Most people run, you see. They see a ticking time bomb at their feet. Oh, you know, that's a good point actually. Calculated the time required for retreat to a safe distance. Set the device accordingly. Your seemingly endless discourse in here threw a spanner in the works. Something wrong, Gregson? Do I have something on my face? That's the usual eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. I think I have a fairly good idea of what's been going on here. What about the 2 incidents you've evidently been involved in recently? Professor Harebrain's instantaneous kinesis experiment at the Great Exhibition. The waxwork model you stole, which this head belongs to. That's no ordinary head, you know? That's the head of the professor. Clad in a mask with lock so strong, I'm unable to open it safely to reveal the killer's identity. Oh, is that on there all along at 2 spells? I've been considering carrying it around as protection. That's enough! Hello. What's going on here, Gregson? Sure you're aware that I have sole jurisdiction on the to investigate here. Ah, yes, well, you know how it goes. Dr. Scythe again. The forensic investigation team room. You know full well this engineer is a key witness. Wait. Courtney is just Court. Is it like Court and Scythe? You think she's the Reaper? Like the one going around killing all the people found not guilty? I mean, the name makes it so on the nose. Plus, like, look at her. White hair, pale, that's like a Dracula. The full entry wears gloves, come on. You know full well this engineer is a key witness. Why are you allowing this lawyer to access to him? Lord Strongheart knew of this, you'll be finished. Okay, I gotta go to France now, see you guys. You lot, leave at once. My dear madam, there's no need for such a threatening tone, I assure you. After all, there's no way to create an old acquaintance, is it, Dr. Scythe? We'll learn all about this in case 4. Hello, Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes knows Dr. Scythe? Is he the dad? Wait, how old is Sholmes? I thought he was like in his 20s, maybe 30s at the earliest. 34. She's 39? Yeah. Well then, that could work, yeah. It's protecting the machine next door that caused such a sour expression on your face. You're quite misguided. It's really nothing more than a shell. You get out! But of course, we'll show ourselves the door. I see you haven't softened at all. Mr. Naruhodo! Yes? It appears that our delightfully entertaining investigations have run their course for today. Mr. Sholmes! Let us leave this place in the doctor's capable hands. Then get out. Now. All of you. Your presence here is not required either, Gregson. Understood. I mean, we did stop this place from exploding. I'll just say one thing before I head off. If it wasn't for this lawyer and his companions, would have never found this place. The whole workshop would have been blown to bits. There's a time bomb set up in here, but this lot disarmed. Vector! You're welcome. Something giving you a chuckle, has it, Trevor? Ah, so sorry. Didn't mean to offend. You're quite right, of course. You did disarm the time bomb, didn't you? Yes, you did disarm that one. Uh-oh. Huh? What are you? That one? You mean... Why are you holding it? You don't, like I feel like you should, like, you know, get away from it even if it's disarmed. But anyway. Maybe they run. Oh. 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 Why would he set it to go off that much later? It was an hour later that we heard the news of the enormous explosion that ripped through the experimentation stage of the Great Exhibition. Professor Hairbrand's invention and all its secrets blown away forever. To be continued. Okay, that's gonna make this rough. Well, we have the blueprints though. Save current progress? Yes. Woo! We made it to the trial! Part 3, let's go! I'm free! Woohoo! I'm exhausted. That is good progress, I think, for me this week. I forget if I said this, but like I set out this week with a lot of free time, so I wanted to do as much recording as possible. I did, I think, 10 Chaos Child videos, 1 Fate video. What day was a week ago? That's the 15th. I recorded that. 15 through 21. Okay, I think that's pretty good progress. Like 17 videos? Maybe we could throw in 1 or 2 extras too, but we'll see. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. I'm glad we got the investigation over with. I mean, it was a good investigation, just so long. Anyways, see you next time. Bye.